Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, Miss Materia. Welcome in. Listen, little disclaimer. Perhaps I'll get lucky and you might be the only one that comes in this live right now. However, though I'm a little bit tipsy, I got a message this evening, right? Okay, keeping it real that snuck up on me. Listen, you know how a lot of people come up here and they be tipsy and they be talking outside of their neck. Listen, like I've been partying with my old man, partying with break room family, partying with my mother-in-law who just left. May she have a safe trip back home, as it's going to take her about 2.5 hours to get home. Make sure you drive safely. Listen, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that I'm tipsy whipsity, right? But guess what? I'm not too tipsy that I wanted to hit this live button real quick on the low low. And because this right here ain't about no clicks, no views, it ain't about none of that. This right here is about some true fucking tea, real quick, right? And I said, I'm such a G. I'm such a G with mine. I will come on this live, tipsy, whipsity, and some more shit, and drop some jewels, okay? Cause I ain't like them other ones that get drunk and forget which way is up. I don't get drunk, but I do get tipsy. And before I go to sleep, because I was finishing up my little giggly bush. Hold on, y'all. Speaking of the giggly bush, hold on. Let me bring everything closer real quick because this ain't gonna even take me long. But listen, I'm on live sneaking and geeking at 6:30 in the morning with an epiphany. Hold on, guys. I never thought the day would come that I would say this, and I never thought I would say it today. But this how real, this how real I am. I don't even like this motherfucker in the least bit. Can y'all hear me? Hold on. Can y'all hear me? Let me know. Okay, great. I don't even like this person, but I keep it so real. I'm gonna go ahead and give a listen. This is like one of the hardest things. God, this is so hard for me. I can't stand this motherfucker. But listen, I'm gonna have to say, I was listening to this motherfucker live, right? And some of the things that Drop Bob say, I actually agree with. For once, I feel like, listen, she ain't ended in a way that I like. Like, I knew that she wasn't gonna get through her speech without me not liking some shit she said. But I'm going to give Dry Bob a little slightly piece of credit. And because I thought I was tripping and maybe I was outside myself, maybe I was agreeing with Dry Bob because I was tipsy. So I decided to come live and put myself on the spot, listen to Dry Bob and see if I was tripping or if I can stand on what I said. So don't get cute on me, Dry Bob. Okay, this is a test run. I'm gonna have to replay your words and see if I was sneaking and geeking and playing off my own top, or if I can stand behind some of the things that you said. Now I don't like your ass. By no means necessary. I don't like you. I don't fucks with you. But if I replay this and listen, hopefully y'all don't call each other and make a stir about this before I can actually find out if I can agree with you or not. Because I know how y'all be doing and y'all be doing dumb shit. But listen, I'm gonna listen and see if I can stand on the fact I agree with the first half of your speech. Okay. Let me see. And I do got some things to say to the Queen Fee. I do got some things to say to you. And we gonna listen. Break room tipsy and break room also on her square. You heard me. So we gonna stand on it tonight, this morning, all that good shit. Let's see. Hey, babies. Let's see if I'm tripping. I want to hear from you. Hey, Queen Fee. Lay it down, lay it down. These hoes lay it down, lay it down. And by the way, don't give me no shit, because guess what? My sinus has been doing real good all week, but today, listen, they done got triggered by going in somebody's atmosphere that had too many damn fragrances, and my shit is turned all the way up. And I'm not gonna be fucking muting this damn phone every time my fucking shit start acting up. Okay, so if you hear me, listen, I ain't behind this fucking screen doing nothing I ain't got no business motherfucking doing. Okay. But I got sinus issues and they've been doing real good, so I'm not complaining. And I suggest don't nobody else complain either, because we here on the late night tip and just let's do this, okay? Don't bother me and I ain't gonna bother you. All right, let's go. All right, no fronting in the break room. Thank you, Miss Fee, for becoming a member yet again on your, well, now on this channel. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. And Miss Fee, I did mod you on my other channel, right? Because I was waiting for you to come in so I could check, but I'm not sure if I was able to. But let me know down in chat if you know that I did. Okay. Let me listen to this. What's going on, y'all? Hey, Special K. Hey, Shanique. Hey, Harmony Church. Hey, Upper. Okay, Pooh. Hey, let's go. No, so I actually first and foremost, what I wanted to say was it's real. By the way, and I don't know how long you able to be here, if you just woke up or if you hadn't been asleep yet, Miss Feet, but I am glad that you are here for part of this live. I am glad that you're here. Hopefully you can stick around a second. Fresh to see that, you know, Black women could be on the panel, not necessarily agreeing with everything that, you know, each other is saying, but still able to have a conversation respectful. Brother Kelly, I thought you didn't love me no more. Don't be doing me. You know, I missed you and I told you in the chat and your ass didn't respond to me and I was feeling some type of way. And you lucky I ain't had your motherfucking phone number or I would have motherfucking damn hit you up on the main line, told you how the fuck I feel. And just for that bullshit, I'm going to get your number from some damn body. So next time you try to play me left, I'm going to call your motherfucking ass and tell you how the fuck I feel. Then I'm going to tell your motherfucking wife how the fuck you made me feel as a constituency and as a fan and a friend. You understand? Because I ain't one of them. You understand? I'm loyal to the set. Now, you ain't going to be out here playing me left. You understand? Now, we done fucking kissed and made up. Now, what the fuck? Now I'm motherfucking damn speaking to you 2-3 motherfucking times in a motherfucking chat and you fucking ignore me in this motherfucker. Love you, bro. Because it's just been so disgusting in this saga to where people are being attacked just because they don't share the same views. And it's totally unnecessary, especially coming from women that are old enough to know better. And are in position or have been in position to where they've called themselves lead. Yeah, bro. I was frowning and some more shit like, oh, bro doing me like that. Like I was talking shit in my mind. Now I ain't say nothing out loud, but I said if it happened again, you know, when I see you, listen, Linda. Don't be doing me. You know, I'm sensitive about my family and shit. Listen, I'll stop this whole motherfucking show and do some straightening. And I've been drinking too, and it's 6 something in the morning, man. Listen, you know it be up and stuck with me. You got the nerve to come in here when I'm tipsy and it's 6 in the morning. I had to call you out like, nigga, do you know you straight ignored me in like 2 different chats? Nigga. Now, If it's a third time, it's gonna be a motherfucking problem. It's gonna be a contract between me's and you's, Callie. The fuck? Alright, that's all I had to say. Got me all in my motherfucking feelings. Shit. Alright, let's listen to Dry Bob.
A leader does not behave in that way. A leader behaves in a way that they would like to see other people behave.
Hey, Miss Heard, I love you.
I feel like this is a very refreshing live because obviously everybody don't share the same views, but it hasn't gotten disrespectful and people are allowed to just say what they think without without having a name called and all of that. But what I did want to say is I wanted to
all of that so far I agree with. Dry Bob, listen, I agree with that. Dry Bob said people should be able to give their opinions without all this extra shit, this bullshit, this beef. Dry Bob, I actually agree with you on this. Now, listen, this don't make us friends and this don't make us enemies. This makes me in agreement with what the fuck you said. Now, I don't like your ass, but listen, when you right, you right. So far, I agree with you. Right. And keeping it real and get that motherfucker my number too.
Speak on the fact of
so I can cuss him out when he called me.
Speaking on whether or not Brianna is miserable or whether or not she's happy. Now, I have a different point of view, actually. Now, everybody knows I'm not a Brianna supporter, but I actually don't think that she's miserable. I actually think that she is in a good space right now. And the reason that I say that she's in
so far, I agree with this. So far, I haven't disagreed with her.
Space right now. You have
this some new shit. Y'all know I don't like this motherfucker. This is how real the break room keep it. Even if I don't like a whole asshole. Listen, if you right, you right. So far, the motherfucking Dry Bob is right. All right.
Something you have to take yourself and your thought process out of it and understand that different people have different thought processes. What makes someone else happy may not make you happy.
Okay. I hear you.
Is that
I hear you.
Not in a healthy relationship, but I don't believe that Brianna is necessarily looking for a traditionally healthy relationship.
So far, I still agree.
Just making it appear he's in a healthy relationship. And as long as it looks like the relationship is healthy, she's fine with that. So
still not agree. I still don't not agree.
Not just our reality virtually, but our reality. Now, what I wanted to say to Dakota is, I think her question was, I wish she could pin it back on the screen, but I think the question was, and that's not the first time I've seen somebody ask that question, but she said, how can we say what happened in their house if we weren't in their home? And I think a couple of people on the panel already answered that because she's told us. Now, one thing as far as when it comes to, you see it? Yeah, so she said, so I want to know how any of you women know anything that happened in their houses. Now, the part where Dakota, respectfully, I think the part where you messed up on that particular question is where you said, how do we know of anything that happened in their house? Now, we don't know everything, but we do know something. So when you say, how do we know of anything? It's because they told us. So Brianna just like Queen Fee actually said earlier in the live, where Queen Fee said, how can you tell me what I saw with my own eyes? You cannot tell me what I saw. And that is what this debate has been about, where her supporters so die hard for her that they will try to manipulate and tell us what we saw. Now, you can't tell me what I'm seeing with my own two eyes and hearing with my own two ears. And if somebody is able to manipulate.
Now, I'm going to pause right there and say this. So far, I'm not saying that I disagree with what she's saying, but I will say this. When it comes to that, right? Wasn't nobody in this internet there and all of that good shit or whatever. It is what it is, right? What I will say is this: both have done and said some things that kind of retract what any side has been going so hard for. I've heard her say some things. It's like, wait a minute, this sentence don't go with what all your people is fighting for to prove. I've heard him say some things that or do some things that has had me say, damn, this don't go with what the shit we've been fighting for. So truth be told, we're left with still hearsay. Now that's how I'm gonna chop up that relationship shit. It's all hearsay unless you lived it, unless you are there. Okay. It's still two people word against each other unless somebody come forward and break the ice and say this did happen. Unless it's a child that come forward, unless it's Papa Walter that comes forward. You know what I'm saying? Someone has to come forward to break the ice of the tie, and no one has done that. Everything has been biased. Like it's either this person's friend or this person's fan. It hasn't been someone that is unbiased, like that's just there for the truth. So at the end of the day, if anybody is much like myself, I don't fight that theory of who did what, because guess what? We'll never know, you know. Um, so with that, I don't rebuttal dry Bob, but I also, I'm neither here nor there with that. Let's see.
What you saw, then there is something going on with you on the inside where somebody can control what you believe and what you think, even though you saw it with your own eyes. So listen, Felicia. So you have made it clear throughout the saga that you have been a victim of domestic violence. It's a lot of women that support Brianna that have been victims of domestic violence. Now, it's a saying that goes, the best way to fool somebody is to help them. And
that's a weird ass saying.
When somebody is trying to relate to you and trying to show you that they have been where you are, then it's easier for you to connect with them. Now, I'm not trying to trash Brianna because I'll do that on my.
Now I'll say this, Miss Rita. The thing that got me was not that. Ain't nothing wrong with having we don't know whose life could have been in danger or not, or none of this, right? The thing that had turned me off is if you got us out here proving the case, you like, okay, if I'm being honest, I probably was one of the first to get out of this shit because I did start seeing a lot of things that I was blind. Now, not that this is what my live is about. My live was about, do I agree with what Dry Bob said or not? Now, so far, I ain't got nothing against what she said. Now, I do not agree with that saying about, helping somebody or whatever she said. Now, I don't agree with that. However, what I do not agree with is that when we were fighting this good fight, when somebody is being accused of doing something to somebody and they're trying to prove that they didn't do it, it's probably not best to make a mockery of it, act like you're selling this or selling that. Like when dudes start like selling totes and doing all this crazy shit, I wasn't with all that. It did not favor the fight, That's what I'm being honest on. You making a joke about it and playing with it, that's just not helping. Thank you, Jay Benz. Thank you. So am I oblivious to some things that I chose to overlook? Sure, because I wasn't dissecting this man as a person. I was dissecting, was there substantial proof that you actually physically hit someone? Well, I did not see substantial proof that shows someone physically hit anybody, but I do not. But if you're basing it off words, well, uh, mm, sheesh.
It does have a pattern of trying to relate violence. I know that that's a
Upper.
trigger point for people. And I know that a lot of women go through that and have a soft spot for it because either they've seen it or they've experienced it. Twin births. I know a lot of women have experienced premature babies and the NICU and let's make a movement on that now. Single mom of 6. I know it's a lot of single moms that can relate to me. Now let me make that a movement. Okay. So everything for Brianna turns into a movement because it's showing that I am going through what you're going through. So it's a manipulation through rebating.
But see, this is why manipulation off did. Because when it came to the kids,
I don't agree with that.
But see, I'm not going for that shit. That's where I draw the line at. Because nobody's kids is more important than mine. And this is what they wanted to make it about. Even she did. Her kids, that she brought it as if now everybody's talking about her children, as if our kids have not been talked about.
And that's exactly what Oprah is saying.
And me say this out loud, because I want everybody to understand that shit. My grandson was drugged. Your kids, everybody's kids was drugged. Why? So when you say what you're saying right now, I relate to that because now
we about to talk about something real quick, y'all. But listen,
but it's
we're getting somewhere.
Because your kids have been talked about. Had your children not been talked about, it wouldn't be a fucking movement.
Let me tell you how deep the manipulation goes, Felicia. So I'm not even gonna try.
Absolutely, bro.
I'm just gonna tell you how deep the manipulation goes. I'm not even speaking on just. Okay, I'm not speaking on just Brianna, but I have watched people say that they're an advocate for something, and as soon as the advocacy goes against the narrative that they're trying to push, then they switch their advocacy. When I come out, I'm an advocate for domestic violence. But when I see that the narrative is not going in the direction that I want to push to my audience, now I'm no longer an advocate for domestic violence. Now I'm an advocate. Against narcissism. But then when I see that the party that I am defending may also be a narcissist, and that is not what I want to push to my audience, well, no, now I'm no longer an advocate for narcissism. Now I'm an advocate for children.
This is the thing. I call capping bullshit, and I'm gonna just say this, all right? Because like I said, these people is who they is. It is whatever. But listen, it's cap because at the end of the day, this new commentary is about Bree's children. Felicia's grandchild would not even be a topic of conversation currently if it wasn't for Bree's children being a topic of conversation currently. Felicia's grandchild being brought up in this instance is just a cover up for not really addressing what you really say you're you're fighting against. You're standing against. You are against people talking about children and shit, but instead of addressing the situation with the children that are being talked about now, you're bringing up a child that has been apologized to. You got an apology from the person who did that to you. And let's not mistake that you actually went for that person's child or children first, but you keep leaving that part out. So I'm not coming for you in this moment, ma'am. I'm only having you really take a look in the mirror and address. You are doing a lot of, hey, this will happen to me, this will happen to me. But either you stand on it or you don't. Okay. Nobody's saying that it's right for your grandchild or anybody's child or children to be spoken on. But if you're going to say that no kid should be spoken on, well, you shouldn't be bringing up yours to avoid the children that are actually being spoken on. but it does seem like a cop out and like you bitching out because you got all this rah-rah for this person, that person, and the third. But the very thing you're protesting against and you're saying, I ain't with this, I ain't with that, stands on the side of people that you own or whatever you in direct contact with or whatever. And it seems like you are making excuses for those aligned with you. It seems like you are making excuses so you don't have to address that shit, or you can be lightweight about it or kind of seem like you addressing it, but you're really not. You're really not. You kind of grazing over it and you trying to bring the attention to your grandson who's not the topic of conversation. Your grandson should not be talked about. Nobody's child should be talked about. But you got your apology, and your grandson was never talked about again. Yet, your so-called friends' children is being talked about, and you are trying to dance around it because you really don't want to cause no smoke and confusion with those that you call yourself aligned with. Now, that's the truth. Tell the truth and shame the devil. And on top of that, if you are really going to be sitting on these panels trying to speak about like who's wrong, who's right, you have to actually admit to where you was wrong at on so many levels. You were wrong on so many levels. You not only lied on me and my husband saying that I told you something about a threesome that I never said to you. You lied on Amora's husband. You can't really stand on anything, and I don't like to bring nothing that goes on. Like I don't like to bring Amora's business and nothing. But the truth is, you you owe that lady an apology. Your beef with her is your beef with her, but you should never have had no beef with like her marriage. And you lied. You lied on this lady's marriage. And yet you sit here and think it's all about you when it's not. It's not. Everybody's lives matter. Everybody's kids, marriages, husbands, homes, everything matters. But you are selective. And that's why your rah-rah sounds like a bunch of bullshit right now, because it's directed in places where you're forcing it, including Miss Fee. Miss Fee have tried her best to avoid beefing and arguing with you. But you know what I told Miss Fee? Miss Fee, no, I ain't no bullshitter. You know what I'm saying? I even had another content creator kind of throw salt on me because I was keeping it real with Miss Fee, saying, you're not gonna, she's fighting for y'all friendship. She's fighting for y'all to be cool. You weren't. I told Miss Fee she was wasting her time. Why? Because you shitted on everybody who was closer to you than Miss Fee was. We were all closer to you than Miss Fee was. Why should the same way I should have never thought you wouldn't shit on me when you would shit on Amora, you would shit on Ashley D. Is the same way I told Miss Fee if she was shit on Amora, Ashley, and me, she gonna shit on you. I had content creators that was mad because I told Miss Fee that. They was looking at me like I was a motherfucking hater. Looking at me like I don't know nothing about friendships and this, that, and the third. Meanwhile, what the fuck I said happened and proved itself to be true. Even went on her panel, said it on my own panel. The lady's gonna fuck you over. I don't care how much you trying to stay alive. I watched this lady like do everything but break her own damn neck trying to fucking be cool with you to not go here. And I said those people are not going to let her stay aligned with you. She doesn't understand. Listen, Queen Fee, you don't understand how much of a follower you actually are. You say one thing, but you do another. You said you had no problem with Miss Fee. And as much as she pleaded with that and tried to keep it that way, you would not rest until you found a way for y'all to be beefing. You're predictable. That's on the set. I don't care about all that rah-rah bullshit to not fucking tell you that. You are predictable. That's it. That's all. If you truly had the same loyalty and support as you had when you was on this particular side, then the page that you just built would have been built as quick as the first page that you um was monetized on in 7 days. See, everybody can pop all that shit, but see, the proof is in the pudding. You built that page weeks ago, and you still trying to get monetized. But the page that you built that the other side helped you with, you was monetized in 7 days, and you prided yourself on that. You prided yourself. Yeah, I was monetized in 7 days, 7 days, 7 days. Well, if where you at is that pressure is so great, why is your new page not monetized in 7 days or less? Keep it hot. Real talk. You gotta like, it's easy to speak that bullshit, but when the proof is in the pudding, you have to know where your bread was buttered. When you got 2,000 from one side, what the fuck is 1,000 from another? It doesn't show that you're doing better being here or there. You still a loose cannon. Now, I'm not coming for you. I'm not igniting no smoke with you, baby doll. I'm not doing that. But the proof in who you are is in the pudding. You a pick me, and now you stuck. That's the problem. You can't speak your mind to Queen Steph or any other person speaking ill of Brianna or her kids or anything simply because now you're fucking stuck. Period. You stuck between a rock and a hard place where you can't come back from where you was. You know damn well that you didn't build any of these channels or nothing off your own accord. Would you have had the potential? Sure. The patience, not so much. All of it took a village. It's one thing to not be aligned with whatever side you come from, but to discredit is just straight goofy. It's corny. You are acting like a pick-me motherfucker. You went from a bully that act like you had some heart to a motherfucker that's just out here rah-rah and don't even know who you rah-rahing at. You mad at yourself. Amore really ain't did shit to you. You were jealous, you wanted her life, or you wouldn't have lied on her husband. I'm gonna keep it real with you, and I don't give a fuck how nobody feel. The truth, you need to hear the truth. You talking all this shit about that lady, but you lied about sleeping with her husband, which implies that you would, which implies you were attracted to this man, which implies that you would be with him if you could. It implies that you wore your little white skimpy dress for a reason, because you're no good. You're a Jezebel. Like I said, and I'm not saying this to hurt your feelings. I'm saying it because it's the fucking truth. I'm not about to sugarcoat a 10-hour live on your ass. I'm not about to wait for the perfect hour when everybody off work. Hell no. I was almost hoping everybody would sleep. Why? Because I was listening to your live and I'm like, damn, you really keep sitting here, my grandson, my grandson, my grandson. But your grandson wasn't the topic of conversation. You brought your grandson up to cover up the fact that you don't want to fucking address those that you really had a problem with. And you keep saying what this side did to you. This side ain't did shit to you, but repeat the shit that that side did to you. The fuck is really going on? You gotta make it make sense, homie. You gotta make it make sense. You trying to make it sound good when it don't look good. You trying to make it sound good when it don't look good, baby. You out here trying to act like a stand-up corporate woman, but you lying about sleeping with married men. Why would you even want to you know, present yourself as a woman who would sleep with a married man, no matter how big your ass is, how much you was hating or being mad at somebody, no matter if you was jealous or not. You put yourself out there as someone who would sleep with a friend's husband. Fuck your feelings. Who feelings do you really care about? You don't even care about your own. You care about your ass being complimented. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. You know? You get on your panel and you talk about people saying nobody stood up. Nobody stood up. Well, I'm a motherfucker that listen. The very side you sit on, Shorty, is the same side that told me a new one for supporting you. Every step of your way, every shitty thing they ever did to you, I stood in the gap. And I got shitted on by all these people because I was supporting you with your new photos being out. I supported you when your grandson was getting exploited. What good does having your back and speaking up for you do for anybody? You don't care. You shitted on everybody who has spoken up for you. So what the fuck are you even complaining about? And I'm really being honest. What are you complaining about? You don't give a fuck about who has had your back. Cause those are all the people you shitted on. You went in a friend's house with an intention to entice somebody's husband. You won't even stand up and say how you were wrong for that. Instead, you continue to spread lies. You've allowed lies to be spread. You say all children matter, but you let people tear my unborn children up on your panel, my womb. You sit up there and act like you a woman. What type of woman are you? Your need to fit in has allowed you to let your panel be used to shit on people who ain't never did nothing to you. But now all of a sudden you concerned with your grandson, yo this, yo that. You don't have those concerns when you leaving doors unlocked, wide open. When you trying to prove what a gangster you is, giving security codes and all that extra shit that you do. But now all of a sudden, it's everybody kids matter. Everybody kids been mattering until it came down to you standing on it. Now all of a sudden, we're back to your kid, the kid in your household. You up here fighting for all Brianna's rights and who's really a friend for her and who ain't. But you making excuses to stand up for her kids now by putting your grandson in the mix. Ain't nobody dragging your grandson, but they're dragging your friend's children. But you don't want to go toe, you don't want to have to go toe to toe with the side you ran to, because you know Queen Step got pressure. You talk a good game. You talk a good game, but you ain't running up no thou wow in your chats. Keep it hot. You know, at the end of the day, you don't come before those that have been there, and you know it. That's it. That's all. That's what you showing. You showing, let me make it about what people said about my grandson so I don't have to say nothing to those dragging my friends' kids. We all see what's up. You talk a good game, but you really don't live it. You the same person that'll sit and say, I'm living my best life. I ain't thinking about none of these people, and then put 6 posts on your shit. Y'all do know that just because you don't go live don't prove that you're not thinking about people on this here app. If you type in 17 community posts, you thinking about it. You going on other people's panels, you thinking about it. Y'all trying to psych y'all self out. If it's all kids matter, then stand on it. Stand on it. Stop reaching in yesteryear. Stand on what's going on right the fuck now. But you can't do that. Because you scared of finding out that all your damn supporters, listen, Linda, everybody got ulterior motives. And that's just some real shit. Don't nobody over there do nothing out the kindness of their heart. Like, keep it high. Doing the most and for what? Because clearly the lifestyle that you want, Amora has. And it take a fake ass, it didn't take makeup, hair weave. It didn't take none of that. And that should say something to you. It's a whole lot of married, kept women on this here app that ain't had to do all that. Don't have to hop up every 5 minutes and shake a tail. That lets you know. That lets you know. That's your comfort zone. When I ain't got nothing else to go off of, let me stand up and shake my ass. Let me bend over. Let me show them how big my ass. Come on, man. That don't impress women that's comfortable with their real asses. Yours might be a little more shaped, a little more tailored, but guess what? You spent it for it to be that. But yeah, it's a flex when a motherfucker can listen, has a life that you clearly want because you lied about having it. You lied about having this woman, man. It's a sign that you wanted her, man. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You can't talk shit when you showed. I will lie and say I had your man because listen, I'm hating on you that you have this big, tall, handsome man. You in this big house. You up here with good supporters, making good money. You actually sitting the fuck up here comparing your real job to YouTube. If a motherfucker up here making 10 bands a fucking month, 8 to 10 bands a month on YouTube, baby, that's a flex. Not saying, oh, I make that at work. Well, you should. If you don't put 8 years into a career, you should be making more than somebody is making on YouTube that they done invested in for a year and a half. It's actually kind of a joke to even say it. That ain't that lady only money. People actually comparing they real like work checks to somebody YouTube checks that's running it the fuck up. Instead of just giving credit where credit due. Cause ain't nobody else out here really doing that shit. But instead of saying, damn, that's cool, I might not like your ass, but you running it the fuck up. Ain't no everybody acting like they out here making 100 bands a month. Sit down. Everybody too busy trying to one up each other, then just give somebody their motherfucking credit. Give them their credit. Right. Like that lady got a whole actual income from her military. Then her husband. If you put all that with YouTube, man, that lady sitting pretty. Everybody sitting here acting like they making $1 million a damn year or something. Stop it. It's getting old. It's getting old. See? Exactly, Rita. Exactly. Like people gotta stop fronting, sitting up here like yeah, acting like that ain't no money. Like, come on. That's what everybody out here running their mouth hoping to obtain. Stop fucking fronting. That's why people can't get nowhere. Why they're not happy. Because they too busy hating on what somebody got instead of taking fucking notes. Be kind. Try getting somewhere with sugar instead of shit sometimes. Sitting here trying to take down somebody that's doing better than you because you can't do what they doing. Admit that and sit the fuck down somewhere. Motherfuckers out here acting like they don't want to be married because they ain't married. Everybody sitting out here acting like they proud to be single, broke ass mothers because they gotta be a single, broke ass mother. Stop fronting don't front for the break room. Listen, Linda, I respect you more keeping it hot than everybody running around here talking shit about everybody wages, everybody cars, everybody this, everybody man. Like, bitch, bye. Uh-uh. This it's a no from me, baby. You got some explaining to do. You can't get up there acting like you got all your shit together and you sitting here and did all kind of lying. Then you trying to call other people liars. Bitch, you done lied on me several times. That's why the fuck I say shit when I say shit. Cause people get on this app and they fucking be lying. Then they get mad at other people, accuse them of lying and shit. Like, damn. How about sweep the lies out your own fucking mouth and then worry about who fucking lying to you? You don't give a damn about who you lying to or on or about. You can't sit here and act like you some trustworthy motherfucker when I'm a witness that you're a fucking liar. Just fall back. Like for real. Everybody walking out here like it's something to really have to prove to the next bitch. Chill. Cause all that trying to prove shit makes you look goofy. It makes people look corny. People will talk shit about somebody here, then camera accidentally come on and showing your head fucked up. People talk shit about somebody else, nigga, then forget the camera on and you getting cussed out or you getting lumped up. And whatever the case may be, humble yourself. Lady sitting out here getting mad, acting like the whole fucking damn internet done did her something wrong. Girl, ain't nobody did you nothing wrong. You just wanted to do what you wanted to do and you did it. Move on. The fuck? I love you too, woman of purpose. Y'all forgive my voice chat. I've been on multiple lives and I gotta sip some water. But that's just weird. Though, like if you gonna tell it and if people gonna be getting up, expressing themselves, well, they gotta hold you accountable too. Everybody sitting around here knowing damn well that lady ain't screwed Amora's husband. But guess what? They not saying, well, Fee, you can't really say you're not a liar because you did lie on somebody's husband. There is zero proof that you did what you said, but you said it. So everybody, now that's what makes me not fuck around with these panels and people that get up on panels acting like they know it all or they holier than thou. Nah, you talking a good game, but that's like right when I'm with you is when you lose me because you're not holding a person accountable who staged your upon. You're not saying, well, hey, you have done some fucked up shit. No, once you done lied on somebody's marriage, that shit can be damaging. That type of shit can be damaging, but you had that type of jealousy and hatred in your heart to say it and to do it anyway. And people will sit up there and instead of acknowledging what's wrong, they'll try to point out some other shit in the other party. No, two wrongs don't make a right. Acknowledge where you went wrong. Thank you, woman of purpose. Yes. You have an amazing weekend too, my love. I love you. Thank you so much. Thank you, love. But yeah, family, that's really where I'm at with it. Like, don't go out here and you're acting like everybody just did you the dirtiest of the dirtiest. No. People weren't out here dragging you for filth. But yet, even if they were, you're forgiving of it. So why is it you're acting like, oh, but I didn't expect this from them? Well, whatever you did, no one expected of you. Like you missing the steps and the parts that you played. It's basically like saying I can lie on people and I expect for people to just move on my time, forgive on my time, react on my time. I can say I'm fucking your husband and that's okay. I can say that you don't really fuck with Brianna or this person or that person, but yeah, you the one doing all the yapping and you're making excuses of why you're not um standing up for her. The same thing that you're arguing about. Ain't nobody stand up for my grandchild. I'm worried about mine. I'm going to speak up for mine. Well, now it's about yours because you scared to speak up on those that's talking shit about your friends' children. Tell the truth about it or sit down. Yes. Right. Sitting here judging everybody like you friend of the year. No. Nobody was talking about your grandson, but you're using your grandson as a reason now to not have to speak up for Bree's children. If I'm lying, I'm flying. You mad at Amora for what? You mean tell me your excuse of being mad at Amora is because she didn't approve of you getting in the mud with Miss V and J Mans? So that merited you lying on her marriage? That lady trusted you in her home. Like what? Hey, Dreamer. Like, come on. That lady helped you build a page. That lady put you on the map. That lady brought you in her home. That lady put more trust in you than you had to put in her. But you run around the YouTube streets acting like you was fucked over. Cut it out. You telling people you slept with this lady husband. Cut it out. She let you in her home as a friend and you entered as a snake. Cut it out. Stop whining. Stop bitching. Stop talking shit about folks. Stop acting like everybody owe you something. Everybody believed that you was a real motherfucker who happened to talk a lot of shit, but a real motherfucker. And you proved otherwise. Because once you lie on the break room, listen, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Now, I ain't gonna lie about you being a liar. Once you prove it to me, that's all she wrote. You lied. Nobody gives a fuck about all that whimpering and whining that motherfuckers is doing, acting like everybody bad people. People is doing them wrong. Stop it. If you gonna keep it hot, keep it hot. Because you keep involving yourself in other people's shit, but now all of a sudden it comes to stepping up the queen step and Latte or whoever else. You ain't checked none of them. But yeah, you keep on saying, involving yourself in other people's beefs. You wanted to stand up for everybody and their mama. But when it comes to standing behind your own fucking morals, oh no. It's just about your family all of a sudden. Like, keep it hot. And I ain't even coming for your juggler. Like, for real. But you done lied on several people over here before anyone ever did nothing to you because you was weak. That's the truth of the matter. I don't give a fuck about the shit that we went through. But you said, I told Tiff, I didn't think it was her. I didn't think it was her. But you still asked me to prove it to you because you weak. You still unmodded me because you're weak. So stop running around here with the narratives like anybody did you wrong. You've done yourself wrong. You talk about abuse, but you abuse your own past, your own future. You speak against being sexualized and then sexualize yourself. Like, cut it out. You stay with a story to tell, but you not living like a person who is trying to use whatever your experiences are to better other women or yourself. Hey, hey, brick booty. Oh my God, the name cracked me. But yeah, it's crazy work. You trying to tear down everybody's lives and act like everybody else ain't shit. If it's more to you than what meets the eye, that's what you will fucking show. Instead, what you do is you get up and you twerk for your audience. Every time you're feeling insecure about yourself, when you're feeling insecure about your job, you feeling insecure about being single, you feeling insecure about your age, you feeling insecure when you happy to have a big booty, but it really ain't done too much for you. Your ass ain't elevated your life. Whenever you feeling beneath or you not feeling on the right level, you get up and you twerk. That is your defense mechanism towards losing in other areas because you are weak in the mind. And I wish for you to be stronger. I don't care what side you on or where you flip-flop at. I know that you need to take your past and your life more seriously. Stop acting like 1 minute you're the victim and the next minute you weaponizing the very thing you trying to victimize yourself with on other women. Make your fucking mind up. I ain't one of them yes man bitches to give a fuck about who hit no live buttons. I listen to your shit and the truth is the truth. I don't give a fuck. I barely got a voice tonight. I don't care. I only been on this damn live an hour. Bitch, you got, listen, and that's the first time I've called you out your name. And forgive me for that, because I ain't even here for all that. But you gotta get it together. You out here every day trying to prove something to somebody. For what? For who? If you happy where you work at work, go live. Who cares what somebody's saying? You supported enough lies on plenty of people to know at some point, hey, it's what you think about yourself. I've listened to enough people lie on your panel, and you've approved of those messages. Everybody cool with fucking lies until they feel somebody lying on them, but till they feel somebody ain't covering for their lies. Nobody would be checking about your work or where you work if you wouldn't be sitting here acting like you freaking the president of this here Bank of America or something. Get your bag, be proud. But you got to cut it the fuck out for real. You out here degrading people that ain't even like tearing you down. You quick to hit your live button and go after other people for whoever beefing with your homies or this, that, and the third. But when it's directly aligned with some shit you went through, your grandson got towed down, but you don't want to. You keep saying all kids matter, but that's not what you screaming. You screaming all kids matter, but focus on my grandson. You get on your panel and talk about who's scared of who else, but it seems to me that you scared. You scared to stand up for your grandson by standing up for other kids that's relevant right now. Is Brianna kids the only kids that matter? No. But those are the ones that's so-called being drugged, according to you. So is you not her homie, a friend, her constituency? And me personally, I won't be getting up in the after I take my good nap, because I done took a nap, but I'm about to take another one. But I won't be getting up looking for no rebuttal because I don't give a shit. I seen enough. And I'm like, your grandson does matter. You matter. But how do you look? You want to sit out here and you want to talk about having channels for women to come talk about their DB story, to talk about, being actually abused. But then you sit there and talk like, choke me, do this, do that. I want to be screwed within an inch of my life or something. Like, that's not cute. You talk about abuse, but then you want to promote like actual abuse wrapped up in the name of making love or something. Like, cool it. Cool it. You shouldn't have to hop up and twerk every time you feeling insecure. Anybody that has 10 or 20 bands or whatever can pay for the same security. Hey everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. So yeah, that's just the truth be told. Like, you not secure with yourself. You got a whole new ass, and you still you rather lie about getting another woman's man than just getting your own. Truthfully, that says a lot. That ass ain't really assing. It sounds to me you give it more credit than honestly perhaps it's worth. You got nice teeth, but are you smiling for real? Cause you do seem like a hurt woman. You say you happy to be over there to make yourself feel better about the fact that you don't really know where to be. You ain't happy over there, but you wasn't happy over here at all for different reasons. Over here wasn't hood enough for you. And over there is all hood. And when you want to try to be classy or whatever, it just don't fit right. You can't be taken seriously when you ain't taking the shit seriously. Talking about DV stories, but then you online talking on your community board like you do. It's all about sex. It's all about, oh, I want to get choked tonight. I want to get mad. What else do you get from men? Honestly, what's on your community board that's anything to do with somebody literally caring about you? Caring about you, your well-being. The last person that you dated so-called put nudes out on you. Yeah, me too. Me too. Because that's a problem. When you just want to get up and shake your ass, and this is all you saying you got for the public. Oh, I don't like what you saying. Let me twerk. Actually, I believe it. I believe it. Shit. But yeah, and it's like I'm not trying to sit here and pick no fight with her. And I listen, I promise you that. That's why I wasn't trying to call out her name. I ain't up here like fishy, Felix, this, that, or third. I'm not doing that with her, but I'm just saying, grow the fuck up. Stop acting like you ain't been on your bullshit. Stop acting like you ain't still on your bullshit. Stop acting like cause you over there, you ain't still on the same bullshit. Only now you stuck your foot in your mouth and you trying to skiddly do wop over it. No, you been out here popping all this shit left and right like you King Kong. Well, stand on it. Don't get silent now. That shit, like, how much did you not think this type of shit would occur when you on the opposite side of to which you claim you stand on? You a Brianna supporter. You think you just gonna go forever, never having no conflict with LaTruth supporters? And that's why now you starting to sing a different tune. You was all bree this now. Now it's, I mean, I look, I fucks with her, but My family first. Your family should always have been first. You shouldn't even have to make that declaration. But that ain't how you was acting when you came on the scene. You was cussing everybody and their mama out on behalf of Bree. But now it's like you was willing to go against 8, 9, 10 people for this lady at one time. Motherfuckers ain't even know who you was, and you had already cussed out 8 content creators. But now, because you know that side's a little bit tricky. Okay, Rita, God bless you and have a good day, sweetie. But now it's a little bit tricky. And thank you so much for everything that y'all do for real, for real. I love y'all. But now it's a little bit tricky. Yeah. Yeah. And I know Miss Fee is probably gone now, but yeah, I think I did say what I needed to say. But yeah, that's it. That's all. That damn lady, she ain't want to stay aligned with Miss Fee. When Miss Fee started rocking with Amora, rocking with all of us, she wasn't gonna stay aligned to that lady. And that's why I was telling Miss Fee, save herself. Drop that motherfucker like a bad habit. Why? Because she don't stand on business. She go along to get along. That's it. That's all. Yep. Yep. Absolutely. Which literally makes everyone look crazy because she's screaming how successful her channel doing. Meanwhile, the two people who minus Queen Step, but a few of the people who get really a lot of views started off Brianna supporters. Yet they have been built up to surpass the people who built them up. Talk about, let me see what you say. Talk about ton of events. Period. Period, Tink. That's weird. And so it's like, I don't know everything that go on around here, but what I do know is that you got to give credit where credit due. You built another channel that wasn't aligned with this team over here, but guess what? That shit didn't get monetized in 7 days. You got 1,000 while fucking with them over there, but you got over 2,000 while being over here. You might not like the ones who around here, but you can't sit here and discredit just because you're trying to appease your people. And that's why I don't got no respect for that shit. You ain't got to get along no more. You ain't got to like each other no more. But don't discredit what somebody did for you. Nobody knew who the fuck you was till Amore put you on the map. Hold that. Amora invited you into her crib, not the other way around. Amora, promoted your channel to her people, not the other way around. You got mad because she was against you going to, even wasting your time on Miss Feet because you been ignoring her. She just like, fuck it, leave that shit alone. You got mad and you decided that was worth the friendship. Then you started, you done went in somebody's crib. Shit, we didn't even know who she was or where the fuck she came from. Period. Period. It's the craziness for me. I don't mind people feeling how they gonna feel, but if you're gonna tell the story based on why you feel how you feel, tell the truth. Don't be playing that lady like she lying on you and your man. Now we are all in strong relationships, but let's face it, people out here starting rumors and shit that's detrimental. Motherfuckers done put a baby on my husband, done put a whole nother woman on Amora's husband. All kind of shit. All kind of shit. And for what? You know? So if you expect for people to stand in the gap for something, you gotta stand in the gap too. You can't ignore it because now you on a certain side or you this, that, and the third or whatever. Hell no. Someone over there too. Yes. Yes, Dreamer. Thank you, Dreamer. I appreciate you, baby. Sorry, y'all. My voice is gone. Thank you, babes. Let's see what you said. Yep. Yep. That's the type of shit they do when they feel like they are losing. Period, Tinkers. And that be what it is. And it's like, baby, you making yourself, you telling yourself that, you know, you won by getting away. But baby, it's people over here that's thriving, that has really loving supporters, motivational supporters, people that's just like legit, just dope. Y'all over there doing the most to keep you beefing with people. Ain't nobody got to keep me doing shit for $1, for a cash out, for nothing. But I be damned if I get up here and try to act like I'm some stand up adult human or whatever, worth a fuck. But I would lie on multiple marriages. That's sickening. I know you lying on mine, so I have no choice but to definitely feel without a shadow of a doubt you're lying on the other person's. You ain't got a leg to stand on. I love you too, TC. I love you so much. But yeah, I don't like no fake fugazi shit. Like, baby, the shit you doing, this shit goes beyond YouTube. Like, once somebody invites you in their house, that's them really putting trust in you. Like, baby, getting up here doing the most and saying the most and acting like everybody just did you wrong. There's no way. You are the saint and everybody else just doing people wrong, doing you wrong. No. You capping. Whoever go along with your capping, hey, that's on them. But to keep acting like a victim, to keep exploiting yourself like that, can't no woman take you seriously. You don't take yourself seriously. And people do it all out of jealousy. Crazy. And it goes to show you, like, people talk shit about looks, talk shit about this, that, and the third, and act like they so much better. But if so, you wouldn't be wanting what somebody you talking shit about has. Make it make sense. However, you guys, my voice is gone. I just wanted to come up and say those few words because I'm not looking for no smoke for nobody, but I'm like, baby, tell it if you gonna tell it. It's time you gotta grow up and stop fucking fronting. Stop fronting. What's done is done between you and whoever, but let it the fuck go. If you don't want no smoke with somebody, guess what? Then shut the fuck up and stop making announcements when you sit here talking about me saying break room scared of Chandra, whoever. But now look at you. I done spoke my piece to whoever whenever the time came. But you straddling the damn fence and got the nerve to throw salt on me. You capping. This ain't about your grandson. You making it about your grandson. Cause you being scary. You want everybody over here to look bad because it makes you feel better about not being over here. Amora didn't benefit from you being her friend. You benefited from her being your friend. Period. Everybody always go off into the sunset and forget where your bread is buttered. Ain't nobody oblivious to the real, man. Listen, you should be thanking people. People stuck it out with you when you was doing the most. But you ain't care. You just wanted to be a victim. Who cares how old you are? No matter what age you are, you're too old to be acting this fucking immature. Because you trying to impress this person or that person. Stand up and be a fucking woman. Ow. Shot out, show enough. Stand up and be a woman, child, or stop getting on this internet fronting like you just this, that, and the third. Cut it out because you picking and you choosing, you choosy. You choosy. Don't nobody owe you no damn respect out of all the lies you done told. You don't think you owe people apologies? You think you something special? You don't sympathize with people's futures and present that you're tarnishing because you're bored and you're bitter. But you want everybody to give a fuck about your past. Grow the fuck up. How about you start caring about the things that you went through? Heal from it. Stop putting on a show for the fucking internet. Your so-called friends, listen, everybody don't give a fuck about you. You acting naive as fuck. It's weird. You, like, for real, you used to be much stronger than that. Them people done weakened your mind, and that's why they applied you. Because you weak right where they want you. You think you being applauded like you being praised? No. Every day you go a step further with showing that you's a pick me. That's it, that's all. It doesn't matter how big your booty is. It don't matter how well you dress it up. You're not happy. I wouldn't even be saying shit to you if it wasn't for the fact you try to play me like I'm pussy and I'm sitting here watching you avoid speaking on people because you afraid to lose your fucking support. And you afraid of Queen Step dragging your fucking ass for filth. You know she will make complete fun of you. And ain't nobody choosing you over them. You know that. Admit it and shut the fuck up and start acting like you really that clout. Real talk. You playing recordings of people talking about apologizing about shit they've said. When are you gonna apologize? You said a whole lot of shit to a whole lot of us, and you ain't apologized. It ain't all about you. We all fucking matter. You keep talking about kids. Fuck. My unborn kids ain't matter when you was letting people drag my wound on your motherfucking panel. You ain't no real woman. You don't stand on shit. You's a coward for real. You pop a lot of shit. Y'all would rather rah-rah all day than make a difference. Stop pretending to be bad about it and do some bad about it shit. Like stand on what the fuck you be talking about. That's it, that's all. And that's what the fuck I came live to say. Stop getting on these lies capping. You just sat out here and came for everybody when you first came on the scene. Now, because you couldn't handle growing the fuck up, you want to treat this side like everybody done literally crossed you, did something to you. When actually people have have actually extended forgiveness to you just for your healing purposes, but you don't give a fuck. You too busy trying to make sure you say all the right words for people who actually drug you the most, and you make excuses for it because again, you say you don't need this shit. But instead of you branching out and doing your own thing, you ran to your number one enemies, baby. You're number one. You have made excuses for why your so-called real enemies can do whatever the fuck they want to you, as long as they say, oh, sorry. But people over here who don't even set out to hurt you, you trying to make it seem like everybody and their mama hurting you. That's weird. You're a fucking weirdo. You a weirdo. I know Tinkers, but I don't care. I feel I sleep good knowing I be speaking the truth. I don't even be caring, baby. I don't even be caring. Cause trust me, people come on this app fronting, but listen, I stir up feathers because people know I speak that truth. That's the only reason why people so irritated with my very being. And I don't give a fuck. I love you, Tinkers, baby. Thank you. You know, a real person gonna care enough to tell you some shit to help you. Now, whether the person accept it or not, hey, whatever. But at 50, whatever years old, it's time to grow the fuck up. Stop sitting here clowning around, acting like somebody owe you something. The only person got you out here trying to prove how great your life is you. Nobody gives a fuck. You the one out here want to act like you the shit. And when whatever life you presenting don't look like whatever people definition of the shit is, like you ain't gotta get mad. Everybody see things differently. You dang all right, Tinkers, baby. That's what I do. And that's what I'm comfortable doing. I sleep good doing it because I don't like that cap shit. I don't like people getting up on panels, manipulating and changing narratives. Like you might not like one something somebody did towards you, to you, or said to you, but that don't. These bitches get out here, Tinkers, and they could be the ones wrong and sit up here and try to act like 10 things been done to them. Stop capping because you fucked up and you don't know how to eat that you're a fuck up. Everybody ain't wrong about a motherfucker. Oh, I know. I don't even care. Cause honestly, my words are about my spirit. My spirit speaks the truth. You know, I ain't got nothing to do with the dang on receiver, but you know I know it's up and it's stuck. But yes, I just be wanting to encourage people to, you don't have to have your life exploited. Nobody has to care when nobody works. But if you get out here popping shit and trying to tear down other people's shit, don't get mad when people start taking a deeper look into your life and start catching, catching you capping. Stand on that shit. You chose to cap. Nobody forces you to cap. That's what I don't like, Tink. You choose to run your mouth. Everybody this is the people who get their lifestyles drugged. It be them ones that's acting like, you can tear down everybody else shit that's just trying to be normal and be real. But you can't tear people shit down and then get mad when your shit ain't is proven to not be as cozy and cute as you want people to think. Then when you start talking about what you see, all of a sudden, well, why are we talking about that? Why are people saying too much? Why are people doing too much? Why this, that, and the third? Like, come on. Then you have people bitching about the same shit they homies do. They'll point across the street and say who getting doxxed or who doxed and who did this. But if you got a problem with doxing, then you have a problem with doxing. But every time somebody do something next to you, you trying to point at who did it across the street. That's pussy. That's being a punk. I don't want to say nothing to my peers, so let me keep putting it on the other people and the other people. No. Stand tall in it. Sucker motherfuckers. That's why I don't like that shit. Too much talking, not enough action. All of a sudden, I don't involve myself with other people's shit. Since when? Now that it's something that you should actually be involving yourself in, cut it out. This same person been fighting for this same person for a year. Now all of a sudden, because you on a trip wire, you don't fight for that person no more. All of a sudden, it ain't about her. It's been about her the whole time. The whole time is why don't people leave Brianna alone? Brianna alone. Brianna alone. But that ain't what you screaming in your chat when you got people in your chat that don't leave Brianna alone. I'm just asking a question. Ain't nobody had to come to your chat when you did videos on Upper, Ashley, Amber, every damn body in the damn YouTube spectrum. Nobody knew who you was, but you went live on all these motherfuckers. Now it's, well, they don't do this over here. Ain't nobody do that shit when the fuck you started up. Now we brand new. I think so, Tink. Get in. Listen, I ain't got my voice. I wanted to do that. Get in here so bad. But my voice gone. Tiff, we didn't know who she was. Child, listen. I believe it. I'm like, girl, you've been swinging for this lady for 99 months. Now, all of a sudden, your swanger broke. I ain't trying to come for her, but like I said, I'm tired of people popping big shit and can't stand on it. Yes, no identity. Just, I mean, like so lost. Like, listen, child, this child roasted Brina on her panel while Brina was on her panel as a guest. Brina just dropped down, child. That motherfucker told Brina she smelled like cabbage or some shit. She forgot that she was on the other side. Get in here. The motherfucker got drunk and forgot that Brina was a guest and not the enemy. See, this is what happens when you get aligned and your intentions ain't good. You forget why the fuck you even friends and shit. Like, hold up. Uh why I'm over here again? People too busy in a rush. Listen, Linda, you can't be mad at me. Like shit. Sit there and let that lady and then again, that motherfucker wanna come for everybody. But guess what? She ain't say nothing to damn Felicia for calling her saying she smelled like cabbage. She got off the fucking damn platform. Why? Because it's embarrassing. Why? Because people want to be ass kissing in a line with people. And look what happens. The true colors came out that she don't give a fuck about you. And she said you smell like cabbage. Then you had to get off the damn platform all embarrassed, like, oh shit, I thought we were friends. No. But get in here. Right. But yeah, everybody got all the smoke. Everybody want to defend everybody. Everybody want to talk shit for everybody. Okay, go off. Go off, sis. Get in here. I know she lying to pretend a period. Hey, Tommy, baby. Hey, Lori. Hey, babes. But yeah, so I just came on because I just had wanted to talk about that early in the morning before the day started. Just listen, stand on it. If you're gonna stand on it, shut the fuck up. That's the end of the story, period. I don't want no smoke with the lady. I ain't coming for the lady. But if you're gonna keep sitting here talking about grandsons, kids matter, well, stand up for your friend like you've been doing. You was standing up when really was shit even going on. Now somebody so-called dragging her offspring and like, fuck you, I'm gonna do what I want to do. And you shut the fuck up and you stood down because you scary. So stop pointing the fingers at people. Cause the more shit y'all talk, the more that shit resonates on with you. You calling other people scared of somebody else, but look what you doing. You standing down. In this moment, that ain't really your friend. That's it, that's all. And I tell you the truth. I wouldn't give a fuck if Brianna was your bestie. I would only feel she has a bad judge of character because, baby, you ain't no good influence. You would get mad at her, then come to the internet and say you did it to Johnny Boy. Child, ain't nobody with you. But anywho, y'all, I am going to get some rest. I don't know where my other phone at. Probably downstairs, but oh well. Anywho, you guys, but thank you all for joining me today. I had a good time in Club 411 and I had a great time speaking with you all over here. Don't know if I will be live later today, but if not, I love you and perhaps I'll see you all in some chats. Thank you to my members, Miss Fee and Jay Bands. Thank you to Woman of Purpose. Thank you to Dreamer. Thank you to Tinkers. I really appreciate you guys, and I am filled with gratitude. I love y'all the long way. Thank you so, so much. I hope you guys know what you mean to me. Um, listen, thank you so, so much for real. Shout out to the mods. Shout out to all of the people who showed up today to kick it with me. I hope this live don't stir no trouble because it's all facts. People just need to sweep their porch before worrying about the trash on beneath someone else's doorstep. Enough is enough. When you have said heinous, fucked up shit and have allowed heinous, fucked up shit to occur around you and out your mouth, like you have to take accountability for the person you're choosing to be, and because who you can change is yourself. You can't control other people, but you can control yourself, and if you have no control, then you really don't need to point out who else ain't controlling this or who's bad at that. You have to take accountability for your own bullshit. You can't point out who's a liar if you're being a liar. Enough is enough. Right. Okay, Lori, it'll be up here. But yes, family, enough is enough. And again, I'm not trying to come for her. I'm not trying to come for her. But what I do know is real recognize real. And even if you felt a way about whatever, nothing is worth people saying things on people's marriages. And she's done that to myself and Amora. Nothing is worth you saying, stand up for me, stand up for the child in me. But then you let people lie on the child in someone else. She let people lie on my father on her panel. So you got to practice what you preach. You come on here talking about your actual being grabbed, and you did tell that story. You said you was walking, somebody grabbed you, try to pull your what's down, your pants down or whatever. But yet you get up here and exploit yourself like a piece of meat, like you're nothing more than somebody to grab and grope on. Carry yourself like more than just a chick with a nice ass. And maybe you'll be treated like more than just a chick with a nice ass. That shit don't get you no respect. And that was clear in the story you told. You walk around carrying yourself like all you want to be known for is your ass. Like seriously. Hey, bro, baby. And that's just the truth. You want to sit up here and act like that's all you worth, then that's what people are going to treat you. Then you want to run to the internet telling your sob story and wonder why people treated you like they really didn't care. Again, besides me and a couple of others. Because the same minute you're saying, oh my God, somebody tried to take advantage of me, is the same way you're throwing yourself around, acting like you want to be fucking taken advantage of. You want to hop up and talk. It's one thing to get the surgery or get whatever and to have a nice bottom, but it's a whole nother thing that's what you use as a way to win arguments, to make yourself have more, feel like you got better than someone. Baby, that's not getting you no respect. It's not giving you a soft girl life. You get on here and you gloat about being choked and smashed from the back and all this, that, and the third, baby. No. Classy women ain't getting up here talking about their escapades. They not up here pillow talking about everything going on in the bedroom. You are too old to be trying to get clout off of trying to promote yourself in that way. It shows, hey, this is my job. This is what I promote. This is what I'm worth. Whatever somebody want to offer to hit it and quit it, I personally think you're better than that. I don't think you like no raggedy shaped person. I don't think you're a bad dresser. But I think that you getting this work done to yourself was simply a cover up for all the things you don't want to deal with that makes you feel less than. You are a nice looking woman, but it doesn't have a man in your life that's loving on you that we can actually see. Felicia's getting loved on. She has someone really pouring into her mental. No, you really do show us that you just want to be used up. I'm going to tell you what your so-called friends not. Maybe one day you'll thank me after cussing me out or whatever you got to do. I'm going to tell you what they want. You promote yourself like that's all you're worth. You've gotten on here and you've exposed your own self. You've exposed your own body parts. This is why nobody's locked up for doing that to you. You don't love yourself enough to not even do it to yourself. Straight like that. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. You need to go love yourself. Beyond the ass, beyond the teeth. So you don't have to drown your feelings in a bottle and end up on here asleep, snoring, drunk, cussing people out. Who are you mad at? Really? I think you're mad at yourself. I think you could have even made the choice to not come out here and be the bully slayer, but come out here and really support that girl in the way that you doing all this talking about, but you didn't. You just came out and did what everyone else did. Now you're fucking complaining about it. Oh, leave this person alone. You drug Robert for filth until you didn't want to no more. Till you ended up on a side where you couldn't drag him the way the fuck that you was. Timing tells a lot. Do we do things because we really feel sorry? Because we really apologize, or is it because we're forced into a corner and we have to? This world is a dangerous place. And where you would serve some good purpose, sharing your DV stories and opening up your doors to do that, you have to stop opening the doors for you to become a future DV story. That's how I feel. I do think your ass speaks for itself. A nice bump. But let's be clear here. You spend your days making sure that's what people see in you. You spend your days making sure you put on that's what your day is. Let me put on the best outfit so everyone can admire my bum. And that's what people do. And then you feel useless and worthless when that's all you're seen as is a butt, a pair of cheeks. When you want someone to see that woman, that vulnerable person who's crying out to get somewhere or another, nobody takes you seriously. Yeah, I'm just, I'm trying to be kind of nice with it. I ain't gonna front like the ass ain't assing, but hey, you paid for it to be assing. At the end of the day, who was that person before the ass? If you was stuck with your old ass, who would you be? That's the fuck I'm trying to figure out. You talk about all this abuse and all this exploitation and stuff that you went through. But then you go and do things to yourself to further exploit yourself, to further get the wrong attention. You got to make your mind up. Brick Booty, what you talking about? What you mean you got blocked? What you talking about? But yeah, so I hope she understands what your name used to be, Brick Booty. That accepts this personality. Exactly, Ro baby. Exactly. Who would you be and what would you be offering in the world? When you on this shit having a debate, Brick, it was a mistake. You are bad. Oh, it was a mistake, Brick. It was a mistake. But yeah, that's exactly it. What are you offering? You're saying, hear my story, but hey, also I think it's okay to do this. I'm saying I don't want to be treated like a actual object, but yet I want to get online in front of whoever and constantly shake my ass and draw this particular attention. I want to talk about how I'm getting this rammed up me and I'm doing this and doing that. Because that's all that you've been treated as. That's all you know. That's the only attention you got. I believe in you more than you believe in your damn self. Only you gotta want to believe in yourself. That's just the truth. Nobody gonna a person will invest a night in a fat ass, but that fat ass don't get you a lifetime. A deadbeat nigga cheat on his shorty with a fat ass. They already a deadbeat nigga, but a fat ass ain't keeping no nigga. A fat ass ain't getting you wifed. A fat ass will get you fucked. Shit, that's all. You heard it here first. I am your gracious host, Tiff the motherfucking gift. You are in the break room 411. It has been a pleasure hosting you this morning, early this morning. I'm going to get the other half of my sleep, wake up and have me some breakfast and some coffee and enjoy my Saturday. So I hope you all enjoy your Saturday. Fuck, that's it. That's all. Period. Tick tick. Thank you to all my beautiful mods. Y'all know how much I appreciate y'all and I love y'all. And when it's up, it's stuck. I doubt I will be live later, you guys, because I've been live twice. And between listening to music, talking, and playing games with my in-laws, my voice is popped. So enjoy your Saturday, you guys. I'll see you in the chats or on Sunday. Love you all. I may be on tonight in Club 411 though, because you know my in-laws is gone, and I might can two-step now, so I might come to the club a little later. But other than that, that's it. That's all. I love y'all. Good night, babies, and God bless each and every one of you. Thank you.